So, is the Arizona housing market in a bubble? It's a fair question. With prices rising dramatically over the past few years, mortgage rates bouncing all over the place, and more homes finally starting to hit the market, it's easy to wonder if we're due for a crash or at least a serious correction. Let's take a look at the numbers and talk through what exactly is going on here in Arizona, especially in markets like Phoenix and Scottsdale. First, let's look at pricing. As of February 2025, the average home value in Phoenix is about 412,000. That's actually down 0.8% year over year, which might sound like a warning sign until you realize that number followed a massive run up during 2020 to 2022, according to Zillow. In Scottsdale, prices are holding even stronger, according to Zillow. The average home value there is sitting at 836,000, which is actually up 1% year over year. So overall, we're not seeing dramatic drops, which is what you'd expect in bursting bubble. Now, let's talk inventory, because this is a big part of the story. Phoenix had over 7,000 homes for sale in February, which is up 11.5% from previous month. More homes on the market means more options for buyers and usually a bit less competition. But even with that increase, inventory still isn't anywhere near what we'd need for a true buyer's market, according to Rocket Homes. With that being said, homes in Phoenix are still going under contract in about 32 days, which means properties are still moving relatively quickly. Okay, but what about mortgage rates? Well, mortgage rates are a huge factor right now, and buyers have been adjusting to the rates in the 6.5 to 7% range. And while some experts expect those to cool off slightly towards the end of the year, most are saying we shouldn't expect a major drop anytime soon, according to Business Insider and Investopedia. Wells Fargo even predicted the rates could stay above 6% for years, and that's a big shift from the 2 to 3% era that fueled so much of the price growth during the pandemic boom. So, to sum it up so far, we do have some softening in Phoenix prices, especially after massive gains, but not the kind of price collapse you'd see in a bursting bubble. Scottsdale is holding strong, inventory is rising, but not flooding. Mortgage rates are higher, but not shocking anymore, and homes are still selling at a decent pace. So, are we in a bubble? Personally, based on the data, this feels more like a correction than a bubble. We're seeing the market normalize after an unsustainable 2 year spike. Buyers are more cautious, sellers are having to price more strategically, and interest rates are forcing people to think long term. Even the Arizona Association of Realtors called for increased transactions this year and ongoing appreciation across the valley. They're not using the word bubble either, according to AZ Big Media. And in fact, Realtor.com ranked Phoenix number 8 on its list of top housing markets for 2025 due to the region's economic strength, long term job growth, and relative affordability compared to the West Coast, according to Arizona Central. That's not to say things are cheap, far from it, in fact, but we're not in the middle of an unsustainable frenzy either. So if you're a buyer, here's what you need to know. You have more leverage now than you did 2 years ago. There are more homes to choose from, sellers are more negotiable, and there are fewer bidding wars, at least in many price points. If you're a seller, pricing matters, presentation matters, and working with a local agent who knows what's moving and what's not in your specific neighborhood, that can make a huge difference between a fast sale and sitting on the market. Bottom line, this isn't 2008. This isn't the wild frenzy of 2021 either. It's a recalibrated, more realistic market, not a bubble. And in many ways, that's a good thing for everyone. If you found this video helpful, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and drop a comment with your thoughts. Are we in a bubble or just finally cooling off?